Welcome to the North Carolina Speedway, the site of race number 2 here for the NRSL Dr. Pepper Cup Series. We are coming off a very exciting Daytona 500 which saw Seth Cole go to victory lane, just edging out the 17 of Emmanuel Hartnett. What kind of racing will we see today? Well, it should be exciting here. This racetrack, a fan favorite of not just the fans, but of also drivers as well, a real racers racetrack, so we should be in for a really good show today. And on the pole position is the Daytona 500 winner, Seth Cole. A lot of momentum riding into this race, and he is keeping it up here as he puts the Jimmy Means Ford on the front row. On the pole position alongside him on the front row is the number 15 of Tristan Wilhoit. Row number 2 sees the 11 of Kyle Keith. Alongside him is the 25 of Jonathan Zorline. Row 3 sees the number 7 of Dylan Thoreau. Alongside him is Warren Keith. Next row you have J.D. Burkhart in the 18 Hardee's Chevrolet. Alongside her is the man who came up just short of winning the Daytona 500, Emmanuel Hartnett in the 17. Rounding out the top 10 you have Jean Sanford in the number 10, and alongside her is the number 16 of Parker Gordon. As we go through the rest of the field here, see where you're starting. Point standings coming into this race, basically the way they finished at Daytona. So Seth Cole is on top of the point standings, Emmanuel Hartnett is second. We'll have your full point standings coming up here at the end of this video. Let's go through the rest of the field here. Go to the final row, it sees Levi McIntyre and Jeff Arndt. That is it for your pre-race coverage. Getting ready to get things started here in Rockingham. Let's take you trackside now for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
Oh, and Seth Cole does not get going. Causes a huge stack up to start this thing. Wow, the pole sitter in Daytona 500 champion Seth Cole does not get going on the start. Wow, I mean that is shocking right there. That is a tough break for that number 52. That's going to move Kyle Keith to the inside of the front row here. Tough break for Seth Cole. We'll find out if he gets going or not in this race. But we're coming to the green flag. Green flag in the air. We are racing here at Rockingham. Kyle Keith jumps out to the lead. J.D. Burkhart looking underneath Dylan Thoreau for the second position, as Keith will lead lap number 1. Tristan Wilhoit battling with Dylan Thoreau. He'll take over the third position. Gene Sanford trying to follow through. There's Dylan Young in the 2. He's also underneath the 7, as they are 3 wide behind them. They get that settled out. As you see the 44 of Warren Keith battling with the 94 of Andrew Rich. And here comes Kyle Matthews making it 3 wide. Keith stuck on the outside there. Whoa, would we have trouble? Jonathan Zorline is into the wall, gets turned. Seth Cole still on pit road, and the caution is out for the 25 of Jonathan Zorline. He's got a buckle on the hood of the Kodiak Chevrolet. It's everybody trying to get back in line here. So it's already been an interesting race here. Lap number 4, the caution is out. I'm going to take you back to a replay to see what happened to put us under our first caution here. We are back here at Rockingham, and here's what happened to bring out our first caution. You see the 44 of Warren Keith way up the racetrack. And well, looks like Zorline just kind of drove up into him a little bit. Comes down into the 16 of Parker Gordon. And Gordon doesn't let off of him and just turns Zorline into the inside wall there. Pancakes the right side of the 16 car as well, and everybody's able to get by, so luckily just a 2-car accident here. Let's take another look at this. Let's go to the helicopter cam, that's always a good shot. No contact there between the 44 and 25. Just the 25 goes down to avoid the 44, and the 16 was already there, and the 16 just does not let up. Both of them head into the wall, and everybody getting by there, so just a 2-car accident. And that's what's put us under our first caution here. Let's take you back to green. Back here at Rockingham, the lights on the pace car are out. We will be heading back to green here on lap number 7. Kyle Keith is the race leader. Second place is J.D. Burkhart. Gene Sanford is up to 3rd. Then it's Dylan Young in 4th. Dylan Thoreau rounding out the top 5. Then it's Nathan Hudson in 6th. Tristan Wilhoit in 7th. Kyle Matthews moves his way up to 8th position. 9th is Johnny Gardner, and rounding out the top 10 is Andrew Rich. One car out of this race. Seth Cole never got going on at the very start of this race. Listed as an accident there apparently, so it's a tough break for our Daytona 500 winner. Wins the first race, will finish dead last in the next one here, so very tough break there. Green flag is back out. We are back underway here at Rockingham. Kyle Keith, the race leader. Here comes Gene Sanford, wasting no time underneath the 18 of J.D. Burkhart for the 2nd spot. Dylan Young trying to go through in there to 3rd position. They're still side by side. I think Sanford's going to clear. Yes, Sanford the 2nd spot now. Dylan Thoreau side by side with J.D. Burkhart. Is Burkhart still caught on the outside? Not where you want to be right now. Inside line is the way to go here at Rockingham. Now Nathan Hudson underneath the Hardy Chevrolet as he'll go by. Here comes Kyle Matthews. Now he's going to go side by side with Burkhart. Or is he? No. Burkhart slamming the door and finds a place back in line. As we have a battle for 2nd spot. Dylan Young going by Gene Sanford. Sanford now trying to get back underneath the 2-car. She will do so as Kyle Keith is loving this. Got everybody battling behind him. Well, Dylan Thoreau way up the racetrack. Nathan Hudson's going to go by him. J.D. Burkhart going to go by him as well here. As Sanford goes back to the 2nd spot. Side by side here, Kyle Matthews and Dylan Thoreau. Matthews making himself relevant in this race. That'll be a surprise to a lot of people. It's DJ Harris now is underneath Thoreau. Kyle Keith, the race leader's led every lap of it so far. Check out the rear of the field here. Jonathan Zorline off the pace with damage to the front end of his car. Keith Batson's back here. Zach Flickinger with some right side damage. There's Joey Newell in the 14. Some side-by-side racing going on here. Alex Wheeler underneath Parker Gordon. Joshua Sekuli up the racetrack there. Sam Young. Just going through the rest of the field here. No car in the wall, Johnny Gardner. He's going to fall back because of that. 3 wide back here. Warren Keith, Dylan Thoreau, Zach Rogers, Matt McIntyre in this battle. This is just outside the top 10. So we go back up front. Gene Sanford has caught Kyle Keith. Can throw a blanket over the top 4. Dylan Young right there as well, along with the 98 of Nathan Hudson. As Sanford looks to the inside, will she have a run going into turn 1? No, she won't. Kyle Keith shuts the door. Go on board with Gene Sanford as she tries to hunt down Kyle Keith for the race lead. Here, Gene again looking to the inside, can't get it done right now. As Dylan Young looks to the inside for second spot. And Dylan will take the second position. Let's see if he can do anything with this good buddy Kyle Keith. Shaping up to have a battle of the beer here. Bud versus Miller. Bud has led every lap of it, but here comes Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Top, let's say, looks like the top 7 or 8 cars all single file right now. See if we can find any battling going on here. Andrea Ridge, JT Bryant, no. Side by side here. This is for the 15th position. It looks like JT's going to take the spot. There's Michael Norman. Michael Norman is 2 laps down. I don't remember seeing him have any problems, but apparently the 3 car's 2 laps down somehow. That's a tough break for the 3. As up front, Dylan Young has taken the lead. Did not see that battle for the lead. Sorry about that. So Dylan Young to the front. Gene Sanford a second spot. Nathan Hudson all over her back bumper. DJ Harris moved his way up to the 4th position. Kyle Keith has fallen back to 5th. Looks like the handle is starting to go away on that number 11 Budweiser Ford. It was so dominant the first part, the first half of this race. As we are side by side for second spot, Nathan Hudson on the inside of Gene Sanford puts the Bojangles Ford to the second spot. All this going on behind Dylan Young, who has now jumped out to more than a half a second lead over the 98. And a slow car up ahead. That's the 25 of Jonathan Zorlin. See if that car provides any trouble for these leaders. Oh, got a battle for second spot again. I thought we would here. Kyle Keith trying to work his way back up there. Sanford looking to the inside of Hudson for second. Now here comes Keith, going to make it 3 wide for the second spot. And he's going to get it. DJ Harris comes through. He's up to third position now. Good run for the Country Time Lemonade Ford. As Dylan Young goes underneath Jonathan Zorlin. No problems here, it looks like. Good Ace Rogers. Haven't talked about him today. He is moving his way up into the top 5. He's gotten by Nathan Hudson. Currently being scored in the 5th position. Yes, indeed. DJ Harris on the inside of Kyle Keith. This is for the second spot. Coming up on 10 laps to go here. It'll be 11 when they get the stripe here. Oh, and they have caught the 25 of Zorlin, and he's going to get right there, right in front of DJ Harris, holding him up just a little bit. Now Harris goes to the inside of him. Gene Sanford will follow him through. See if they can run down the 2 of Dylan Young. Almost a second and a half now back to the 68 of DJ Harris. See the lead there, but the car on the move is that 8 car. Ace Rogers having a nice run here. And that Snickers Ford gets by Kyle Keith going into the 4th position here. DJ Harris starting to pull away a little bit from the 10 of Gene Sanford. He's got some battling going on here inside the top 10. Lap car Michael Norman, J.J. Kelly giving the Wood Brothers Ford a nice run today. Currently being scored in the 7th position now. Now looking to the inside of Nathan Hudson. Here for the 6th position, Kyle Matthews right there. Matt McIntyre, Ash Curtis, and Warren Keith. Battle for third shaping up here. Ace Rogers has caught the 10 of Gene Sanford. Alongside. Might be able to make the move here going into 3 and 4. And does it. The 8 car, one of the fastest cars on track right now, but doesn't look like it's going to have enough time to catch Dylan Young unless something drastic happens here. Dylan Young has dominated the second half of this race after Kyle Keith led the first 20 or 21 laps. It's been all Dylan Young since then. NRSL president. Here in that iconic number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Looking back here. There's Kyle Keith, started third in this race, moved up to the front of to the very front of the front row, and Seth Cole had his problems. Michael Norman looking to the inside of him. Norman is 2 laps down, and that is a shame for Michael Norman because he has a very fast race car today, but I don't know what happened to him here at the start. Back here, there's Matt McIntyre and Kyle Matthews and Warren Keith battling just inside the top 10 here. Saw that 42 car get really sideways, and as pit stops, Dylan Young has come to pit road. Wow, I did not think pit stops would be a factor here after that first caution, but apparently they have been. Can everybody make it on fuel is the big question here. Dylan Young on pit road. That'll hand the lead over to Kyle Keith. Fuel only for the 2. And now Kyle Keith coming to pit road. Nathan Hudson now staying out. No, Hudson came to pit road, I'm sorry. There's Dylan Young, race leader before these pit stops began. Let's see how everything shakes out here. 90 car of Alex Wheeler being scored as the race leader that time. We are coming to the white flag. Wheeler on pit road. Kyle Keith was being scored in 2nd position last time by. And the lead will cycle back to the 2 of Dylan Young as we have taken the white flag. Sorry about the confusion there. I did not expect pit stops to begin, but off turns 3 and 4, the NRSL president, Dylan Young, will take the checkered flag. He wins today here at the Subway 400 here at Rockingham. Late race drama here in terms of pit stops. Didn't know if anybody could go the whole way. They couldn't, and it was Dylan Young able to take the checkered flag here today. Support the results here. There we go. And everything is official here. Look at the finishing results. Dylan Young will go to victory lane today. Put the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. DJ Harris comes home 2nd. Ace Rogers was 3rd. Nathan Hudson 4th. And Gene Sanford rounding out the top 5. Rest of the top 10, JJ Kelly, JT Bryant, William Brock, Alex Wheeler, and Kyle Matthews rounding out the top 10. Look through the rest of the field here. See where you finished. Here are a couple cars finishing a lap down. Zach Rogers, Austin LaPlante, John Arndt, and Emmanuel Hartnett, who came into this race 2nd in points. He's going to take a hit. Tristan Wilhoit, the outside pole sitter. Andrew Rich and Jonathan Zorline. And Seth Cole, the only car to not finish this race today. So the top 2 coming into this race in the point standings not having a good day, so that'll open the door for everybody. There is no chase in this series, so every race is important, every finishing position. It's all about being consistent here if you want to win the championship. So there you have it. The Subway 400 is in the books. But next week, the NRSL Dr. Pepper Cup Series will go to Las Vegas, Nevada for at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Going to do some racing in Sin City, so that should be exciting. And if you enjoy this series, like what you're seeing, be sure to click the subscribe button that you see on your screen. That'll really help me out a lot. And also check out the NRSL forum for updates all things NRSL. I will have a link to that in the description below. So until then, I will see you guys later.